Sport Fan Center live watch along. And today, very important matches line up. And who is the table contenders? We are having Arsenal today against Luton Town. Where it's going to be an exciting one. And a late feature also, we'll be having Manchester City versus Aston Villa today. So it's going to be a lot of cracker. I'm not alone in the studio to discuss all the burning issue, all the highlight moments. I'm with Shegun himself.
Well, good evening, Solomon. Good evening, football lovers. Another day to talk football. Arsenal at home against Luton Town. This is expected to be a game whereby Arsenal defeats Luton Town. But looking at the starting level from Arsenal, we can see that it's not the biggest or the best of Arsenal squad. You can see a lot of their first team players, being rested. The likes of Saka not starting this game, and we've seen the likes of Martinelli not making it to the starting 11. Good rest opportunity for Luis Nessie to start for Arsenal. Let's just hope he'll be able to convince the manager that he also deserves a lot of playing times at the Arsenal team. And let's see if to bench Saka or resting Saka will actually be a good one for Arsenal. But good one to see this Arsenal squad. Good one to see them in the run. They run in for the league already. And also Manchester City ringed a lot of changes. I think probably these clubs are looking at it that after this game there's also the weekend fixtures and the Champions League coming around in April. So they have to manage the players. But let's see how this running happens for these teams.
Yeah. Talking about Bukayo Saka, in the last counter in the match they played against Manchester City, the table contender, I think 12 minutes to the end of the match he was substituted. I think and due to injury, not because they actually wanted him to rest.
Well,
and this match right now is having injury.
I don't think he's out injured. I think it has to be precautionary movements. That is why they have to take him out. So precautionary measurements. That's why they have to take him out. So he doesn't aggravate that injury worries. But I don't think he's out injured. He just need that rest. We've always talked about it in this studio that Bukayo Saka need a lot of rest in this Arsenal team. But let's see if Luis Nessie can actually fit into that boot of Bukayo Saka. We know how important it is for Arsenal, and this running is when they need it most. Luton shouldn't really be a big problem for Arsenal, but we know how stubborn Luton can be against any team. Even the last fixture against Arsenal, we saw that game went to the wire, and Arsenal had to come from behind to beat Luton Town 4-3. So in this game also they have to be very much careful. They have to be very much wary of this Luton Town. Though the Nigerian striker is not there for them, and they are missing the presence of Gabriel Shaw at the back, but still a formidable team that can be a trouble to any top team. So let's see how this game goes. But I don't really expect Arsenal to have any problem, taking Luton Town apart. Because looking at it, the carpets, which is also the Emirates Stadium, has been their hunting ground. Anything that comes to the carpet has really found it hard against Arsenal. And I expect this also be a hard game for Luton Town to go over against Arsenal in this one.
All right. The match have just started, and it is 2 minutes old, and it is goalless. And you can see it is Arsenal who are playing in their red and white attire. They are attacking from left to right, and Luton Town is on their black attire, attacking from left to right. And one record about the Luton Town, consistently in their last 18 matches, they scored goals against any team, both big team, both small team, and we're expecting them to score today.
Yeah, there will always be a try to score. When you look at the captain, Morris, he's also a formidable striker against anything, even more better than him playing at Luton Town. The biggest problem for Luton Town has been conceding unnecessary goal at the back. When it comes to scoring, yes, they play scoring a lot of goals. We've seen them, even outside the bottom three, they don't look like that is where they are supposed to be because they've played some beautiful games this season. We saw them against Chelsea also. They were almost coming back in that game. But that experience is what is lacking in this team. This is almost a new team, coming into the Premier League for the first time. Though they might go back, they might go down, or they might drop back to the Championship, but they've done themselves a lot of good in the EPL already, and I think that experience will really be very big for them coming into next season. But the defense line has already been their biggest problem this season, not the attack. They scored a lot of goals attack.
Yeah. They scored a lot of goals and they conceded a lot of goals. Apart from Sheffield United, they conceded more goals than any other team in the EPL. And let's see today, I'm talking about Arsenal team we've seen have beaten teams 5-0 like twice, and we expect them to do that, to get like 5 goals in this encounter today.
Well, I won't be expecting 5 goals from Arsenal because this is not the strongest of Arsenal side. You have Smith Rowe starting, you have the likes of Trossard starting, you have Luis Nessie starting. These are not the players that put a lot of fears in the face of the opponents. You just expect them to come into this game and do it it's just like you playing in an FA Cup tie. That is where I see this Luton Town against Arsenal. That is why Arsenal really feel relaxed to start a lot of players who don't really start for them. But let's just hope they can take the game. But I don't really see this game ending in 5-0.
All right, wherever you are watching us from, please, you can identify wherever you are watching Premier Sport from, and you can also send in your prediction. Right now, the match is still very, very young, and let's see if you can get your prediction right. And remember, when you get it right, Premier Sports Fan Center will reward you for that. So it is early enough. You can send in your prediction. So what is your take on this match?
Well, it's just early into the game, so I don't really have any take right now. We're still seeing both teams still trying to size each other and take advantage of it very early into this game, which is very good. You expect Arsenal to come into this game very early and get an early go to, keep themselves in a relaxed and ship position in this game. So that is what I'm expecting. I don't really expect Luton Town to come out in the first 10 minutes against the Gunners. It should be Arsenal dominating play, and just like what they've done in the first 5 minutes of this game, just try and dominate and push Luton to the back. That is what Arsenal wants to come and do in this game. Let's just see how much they can just turn that possession into goals, because that's what really matters. We saw them against Manchester City. Manchester City had the better share of possession for most of the game. They were on 70% right from the first minute to the 90th minute, but goals were hard to come by for them. So I don't really want to see that happening to Arsenal tonight. Also, in a situation where you actually dominate game, but you can't put it in the back of the net. That is where it really matters most.
Yeah, their game against Manchester United, they played 29% of the ball possession. Against Manchester City, but they were more effective than Manchester City.
I don't think they were more effective.
Of course,
when you look at it, you can't say having 29% ball possession and having about 200 passes. Manchester City were copying about 3 times 3 of Arsenal passes in that game. So I don't see it as being more.
You're coming to shot on goal, shot on target.
They are just 2 shots on goal, shot on target. When it comes to total shots in the game, Manchester City had more shots on that game, but they didn't have shot on targets than Arsenal. Arsenal had about 2 or 3 shots on target. So I don't see that as being efficient in front of goal. All
right, you don't see them. Let's see what happened today in this match, and it is Arsenal who are with the ball right now. The ball is with the goalkeeper, Kimiski. That is the man. So let's quickly look at the lineup of this encounter. First of all, let's look at the Luton Town side right now. And we see they are playing a formation of 4-3-3 here with Morris as the number 9 there. We have Townsend and Onyedi. What is this? Yeah, Fred Onyedima. The forward line, that is the three.
He's one of the unknown players, Fred Onyedima. I think he's of Nigerian descent. So I think this is a chance for him to show himself. That means we've seen 3 Nigerians or 4 Nigerians playing for Luton Town. One is actually playing for what's it called, Republic of Ireland. That is all Ghana. He's playing for Republic of Ireland. We have Gabriel Shaw, we have Adebayo, the striker, and now we have Fred Onyedima. Let's see if these players can actually show themselves that yes, they are capable of playing in the EPL, and not just the EPL, and probably at a point in time, see them play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah, and now we have 3 men also at the midfield. We have Clark and a one-time Chelsea player, Barkley. Then we have Mpazu. How effective will this be?
Yeah, Ross Barkley has really been one of the best players for Luton Town this season. He has been formidable in the midfield, and he has shown that he is capable of playing in that midfield. Let's just see if he can hold on to his own. A lot of people have been asking the questions, why has he not been called into the English national team? Because the performance he has had this season, the expectations are that the English national team manager, that is Gareth Southgate, should be calling him to the national team. But that hasn't really come, probably because they're looking at he plays for a small team like Luton Town. But in this small team, in this modest team, he has really performed wonderfully well.
All right, it's a corner kick for us now, and we know how dangerous they can be when it comes to set piece like corner kicks and the rest of them. And let's see if they're going to utilize this one to get their first goal. And you can see Thomas Partey is there. And quickly taken, but this time around, not into the 18 box. A short one, they try to, build up again. Oh, for Arsenal, sorry. And it was blocked there. It was blocked there. That's a good defensive work there from the Luton Town side. Yeah, that is the situation. So now the back line, let's quickly look at the back line of Luton Town. You have Kabore, you have Mangi, then we have Ashoka, then Downty as the defensive back line for Luton Town. Then let's quickly look at the Arsenal lineup. It's still same formation, 4-3-3 here. Then we have the front line for Chelsea. You have Trossard, Kai Havertz, and Nelson. How compact this
no, it's not really big. It's not really compact front line for Arsenal. But when you look at the team they are playing, you expect them to do the work against a team like Luton, but not really the best front line for Arsenal. Yes, they have to just rest the most important players for this type of games because these are the kind of games you expect Arsenal to take. But they shouldn't be surprised when things like the one that happened between Chelsea and Burnley also surface in this game. Because when you underrate this kind of young what's it called, the low or the bottom half teams, that is where they surprise you most. The most dangerous set of teams now in the run into the end of the league has to be the teams in relegation. Teams like Luton will still feel like yes, they have one or two chances of escaping relegation. They are very much dangerous, and I think those are the kind of games Arsenal really needs to be careful. When you look at Reece Nelson, he has seen it all. There was a time he was on loan at RB Leipzig. You saw him last season, got some important goals for Arsenal. You expect him that yes, he should be able to hold on to his own for the Arsenal team. And when you look at Trossard, that's another big player who has shown promises for Arsenal when it comes up, when it comes in as substitution. We've seen him, give a lot of goals and a lot of assists for this Arsenal team. And you have Kai Havertz, who has been one of those players amongst. He has been amongst those Arsenal goals this season. So the expectations are, I think he is actually the biggest player up front for Arsenal. And with his experience playing for Chelsea, winning the Champions League, and playing for the German national team, I think he should be able to bring that big array of experience into this Arsenal team. It shouldn't be a big worry for Arsenal to defeat Luton tonight.
All right, it's not going to be a big worry, and it's Arsenal who's in the 18 box. A good connection play there, but it has been dispossessed. And the linesman just signaled an infringement against Arsenal, and that was White. That was with that marvelous move there, but they missed that one. All right, and talking about the Arsenal side, 3 players. Zinchenko is here for Kiwo, Nelson in for Zaka, Partey in for Jorginho. Do you think we are gradually seeing the depth of Arsenal squad coming?
Yeah, this depth has always been there. Partey has always been a formidable player, but the biggest problem of Partey has really been injury. Zinchenko to injury has always been his major problem. At a point we had Zinchenko be the first team player for Arsenal, not Kiwo. So it has to be injury that has really been these 2 players' problem. So let's see if Thomas Partey can actually have some string of games, because physicality, when it comes to physicality, that is what it brings into the Arsenal setup, and that is an important player that they won't really want to see go out injured anymore this season.
Right, an important player. And talking about injuries, we will look at the lineup of injuries. It's like the whole player in Luton Town are injured, because we're having like 11 players on the injury list. And for Arsenal, we're just having 2 players on the injury list, and there is one who has been on the injury list for so long a time, and that is Timber, who has been on the injury list for so.
Injury,
yeah.
So I think it's just coming back to maybe some small training season. So he has been out injured with ACL right from the first game for Arsenal. If you've really followed Arsenal, you'll have known that he has been out for a long time.
Yeah, they've been out for a long time. Then let's quickly look at the injury list for Luton Town. We have 11 men on the injury list for Luton Town. I just wonder, with 11 men injured, and you are here again playing against a big team like Arsenal. They have Adebayo, Edinson, Bell, Brown, Buke, Lokia, Lokonga, Nakamba, Ogbene, then Gabriel Shaw, then they have Port. Which of these players do you think they'll be missing so much?
It has to be Adebayo. Adebayo has really been that player for them this season. Yes, we have to look at it that Morris has been amongst the goal scorers for Luton Town. But we can't just stop without mentioning the importance of Adebayo to this team. Having, I think, about 11 or 12 goals before, 9 or 10 goals before going out injured is really a big number for a player playing for its modest team like Luton Town. So I think those goals has really been missed by Luton Town.
All right. We have seen the first 12 minutes of this game. How will you rate the play so far?
Well, it has just been there, not really much from both teams. I think they're still trying to size each other, which is what you expect from a team from this type of game. 12 minutes into the game, we don't really expect much to be happening, and that's what we're getting in this game already. Let's just hope by the time we get to the 20 minutes, we'll be having a true reflection of what this game should look like.
Yeah, we should be having a true reflection of what the game looked like, and it is Arsenal who are in possession of the ball, and David Raya for Arsenal is on the goalpost with the ball now, taking all his time, just to build up from the defense line. But hey, what did he do? He crossed in, trying to locate one of the Arsenal men there. But hey, that should be an infringement. But the referee said play on, because, and it is Arsenal, it is Kai Havertz there. What did he do? Oh no, he has been blocked here by defender, but he's still in a dangerous situation there. Moment for Arsenal, but that has been cleared out. And it's going to be a throw-in. a throw-in for us now. Yeah, and we are having a Yemite in the studio. How do you do today?
Yeah, I'm fine. A good day to talk football again. And we are talking about one of the title contenders, Arsenal Football Club. Well, surprisingly though, because they've been one of those waka pass teams for years now in England. Yes, last season it was nearly FC. They attained that trophy, nearly FC. But this season they look better, more compact, stronger. They look more like a team that knows their own names now, that knows what they want to do and when they want to do it. Now I think they are a lot better off than last season. The only difference is just Liverpool came to party this season.
Yeah. Liverpool came to party. So what's your take on this match?
Yeah, I think it's a game that Arsenal should be resting one of the most.
Yeah, they did rest. Okay.
Saliba has played too many matches, and when they lost him last season, they lost the league. If they didn't lose Saliba, most likely they won't lose the league because they were still scoring, but they were shipping in goals, 3-3 against Southampton and all. So players like Saliba should be resting. I don't know why he will be starting Saliba in this game again, because he has played too many games, week in, week out, week in, week out. He keeps playing. William Saliba, very soon now, if he goes out, these kinds of players when they go out, we might be talking about months.
But don't you think? Don't you talking about Saliba? Don't you think Arsenal have a replacement for Saliba, unlike last season?
Who is the replacement?
We have people who can.
Who is the replacement?
Who is the replacement?
That's what I'm asking.
There's no.
You have the squad with you. You are the one who is your club.
You support Arsenal now.
Yeah.
Look at the squad now. Let's look at that bench.
Yeah.
There's no replacement that's close to Saliba.
Yeah.
Not even close. Even the Timber that should at least say, okay, maybe he can try, is injured. There's no. Is it Tomiyasu? Okay,
those players are not centre
they are
backs.
not even natural centre back. Even we've seen that it has been William Saliba that has been the solid man for Gabriel. If not for Saliba, Gabriel will collapse like a pack of cards, and it's very evident when you look at it. You look at the way they've been playing. Look at their movement. Look at home and away against Man City. That's the man of the match, Saliba, because of the good defensive work he's doing. He's the one in charge of arrangement of the defense at a very young age. Honestly, Ateta should think about it twice. This guy cannot play all the games in this season.
And it is Luton Town who are trying to attack Chelsea. Arsenal. And
I don't know what Chelsea did to you today.
I don't know why Chelsea is coming into my mouth. And Luton Town trying to break that defense. But hey, the quick recovery from the defense of Arsenal. But still in a dangerous situation now. One-on-one, no, not one-on-one, but blocked there. But look at the recovery rate from the defense line for the Arsenal. So fast, and they were able to get hold of the ball immediately.
Yeah, I think now Arsenal understand the fact that attack win you games, defense win you competition. Like Alex Ferguson will say those days. So when you now see them being more conscious about their defense, and that's the way to go. That's the way to go, because when you want to win trophies, you have to be particular about your defending. Your defending has to be top notch. Your defending has to be top notch, really, really top notch. And you have to be on your best defense when you want to win competitions like the Premier League.
But what do you think is the problem with Luton Town? We've seen them in their previous matches. There are 3 matches now. They won the first half, but they happen to lose the matches.
You see, in the process of growth, as a team that is coming to the Premier League first time, you have to first learn. This is a learning curve. Rome was not built in a day. They came to the Premier League now. Now they are making mistakes. First, they were rooted to the bottom. They started winning. It got to a stage now they take lead and they later lose it. Now they'll begin to evolve till they become a mainstay in the Premier League. But I still think they can be one team that can become a mainstay because they are ambitious. That was what has brought them to the Premier League, because they really had a fast movement to the Premier League from the National League.
You're talking about fast movement. Now we saw 3 promoted sides with Sheffield, Burnley, and Luton Town. Which of these 3 do you think has actually, you are impressed with?
It has to be Luton Town.
What about
the
Burnley?
other 2 has been below par. They've been really, really disappointing, not to say the least, because when you look at Luton has made their own a very difficult ground to come to. We saw how the hearts of Arsenal fans were in their mouth. Even Man City, it was a slim win And even Chelsea,
also.
Chelsea almost lost a 3-0 lead, dying minutes. So you have to give it to them. They've been that team that has come to the party, and the manager has been rewarded with a manager of the month, I think once or twice this season. So when you look at the way the direction of the Premier League this season, you have to give it to Luton. They've really done well, but they need to cap it up with staying in the Premier League.
All right. Do you share the same opinion?
Yeah, sharing that side, but I think probably it's just too late for them to keep or to fight for that survivor. I think probably they'll be going down to the championship back, because I don't really see them with staying in the EPL. A lot of injuries, worries, and I think it's really going to have its toll on them.
Yeah, it's going to.
All right. It is the 20th minute into the first half, and it's still goalless. One would have thought by now Arsenal will be up against Luton Town, but a good fight there Luton Town has brought to Arsenal. Let's see if they'll be able to hold it up to the end of this encounter. How much will Arsenal miss Saka?
Well, I don't really think it will be a big miss in this type of magnitude of game against Luton Town. You expect any player Arsenal parade against a team like this should actually come to the party for Arsenal. So I don't really expect Saka to be a big miss. He's having a very well deserved rest, which I think it probably overdue. Games he should have been playing maybe like 60 minutes or 50 minutes. When Arsenal were leading, he should be withdrawn. But now is the needed rest. We saw him, struggle against Manchester City. It wasn't really one of his best games, and he had to go out limping in that game. So I think when you look at the running, about 7 more important games for Arsenal, and not just that 7 alone. There's the Champions League against Bayern Munich, and they need Bukayo Saka in games like that. So you expect them to actually rest him in a game against Luton.
All right, any moment from now, the match between Aston Villa and Manchester City also will start. What's your view on that match?
I think if there's one coach Guardiola knows how to defeat, it has to be Unai Emery. And with the way Aston Villa has gone this season, they've been consistent, but not really as much as we feel they can be. Because look at that race between Tottenham and Aston Villa right now. Tottenham dropped two valuable points last night, and you know that Aston Villa want to come back, but I think they are at the Etihad, so I don't see them getting anything from that game. I think it might be a slim victory, but I think Man City will not want to leave the title race. So I think it's going to be all 3 points to Man City.
All 3 points to Man City, and it's gradually becoming tougher and tougher. We just have 8 matches to go, and already gradually we are seeing the way it is unfolding. Now, Liverpool also have their match tomorrow, and today it is Arsenal and...
Is this week 30 or week 31?
This week 31.
So we have 7 more games.
Seven more games to go. So gradually we are coming to the end. So likely everybody is saying Liverpool, but a lot of people are also saying Arsenal. But me, I'm seeing Arsenal winning this league.
Yeah, that's what you should have said, that you're seeing Arsenal winning the league, not a lot of people, because a lot of people are getting too much.
Yeah.
So talking about it, well, looking at the running games are what really matters most. And when you look at it on the paper, it has to be Liverpool or Manchester City who has the easiest running to this end of season. Arsenal have one of the toughest last 7 games. So you have Brighton, you have Chelsea, you have Tottenham, you have Manchester United. These 4 alone are capable of these are teams. Okay, when you look at it, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham, these are big rivalry games for Arsenal. These are teams that won't want to see Arsenal to end up the season winning the league. And when you have 3 of them in your last 7 games, it shows that yes, this might actually be a problem for them. They have to win this last 7 games to stand a very good chance of winning the league. Well, how capable are they of winning the last 7 games is what really matters.
And as it is now, it's not about winning the 7 games. They have to pray that Liverpool drop point. And when you look at the routes Liverpool is going to go through, I don't see Liverpool dropping point, except maybe a red card or an unforeseen circumstance. But based on antecedents and based on facts that we have on ground right now, I think it's Liverpool's Premier League to lose.
All right. We are missing Gabriel Jesus. We had an opportunity to break a record today,
And that's Arsenal going on the counter. Kai Havertz in the box, the pass to the guy plays it,
and that's a goal.
And it's a goal.
Look at that, look at that pass. And that is the problem with Luton Town this season. Making those silly mistakes around the midfield to the defense. it has really been costly for them. Good opening goal for Arsenal. This goal has been coming right from the first minute of this game. And when you have to find a way of breaking these low blocks teams, and you have to take advantage of every mistake they make in that. And that is what Arsenal has done against Luton Town. What they go for them in a game that's really looked so compact, we've not really seen a lot of chances. But this goal from Odegaard has really set up the pace of this game.
And you have to give it to Kai Havertz, that hold-up play. The way he waited for the run of Odegaard and gave him.
I know that the camera is
That's
on.
good. That's good thinking for the.
Kabore,
That's
this is
the team.
I think this is the
Look
second
at-
time I'm seeing Kabore with a silly
Silly
mistake.
mistake.
In a game
Look
like
at
this.
where he lost the ball. Look at where he lost the ball.
What were the defenders looking like? You have about 4 defenders in the box. That's why I said the biggest problem for them this it has to be that was Smith Rowe
Yeah.
who won that ball in
Tackle,
midfield
yeah.
for them. A good goal for
Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard. And what a way for Arsenal to get the first goal. I think this game
And he
will
really
start
needed that
to
goal.
lightening up right now.
Yeah, the goal for Arsenal in the 24th minute. Yeah, that is the first goal from Odegaard, and we're expecting more from Arsenal.
Why? You are expecting.
I'm expecting.
You have to.
I'm, ex-
We have to.
I'm expecting more from Arsenal. But do you see the little equalizer, because we've seen them
It's a game
in their
of-
last 18 matches. They've scored in their last 18 matches. Do you see them scoring against us?
It's a game of football. They can come in and score. We have 11 players on the pitch, 11 for Luton, 11 for Arsenal. So I think they are also capable of scoring more goals. Just like I said from the beginning of the game, the biggest problem of Luton Town, the reason why they are finding themselves in the relegation battles or relegation waters, has really been the costly mistakes they make in the midfield, at the back end, the midfield and at the defense. There are a lot of questionable goals they've considered this season, and that is their biggest undoing this season. This game also again, Kabore, with all his experience, a player who came through the Manchester City ranks, plays for Burkina Faso, is at a point he was named I think young best player at the Nations Cup at Cameroon. Then he was a very young guy. So when you look at all this experience, you expect him not to be making this schoolboy errors in the middle of the park.
Yeah, but when you look at it, there's a reason why he's not playing for Man City right now. He needs to grow and playing time. When you have playing time, these are the things you want to learn. You have to learn on the job. And that's one of the things that has been affecting Chelsea. A lot of those Chelsea boys are learning on the job. So that is what is happening to Kabore. And hopefully he will learn and become a better player.
Yeah, hopefully we learn and become a better player. But when I look at the statistics of this match, Luton Town have not really done much, because right now, if you look at 30% ball possession and goal attempt none, shot on goal none, shot off goal none.
That's a good chance
Wow, what a
for
save
Luton.
there.
That's a good save from David Raya.
Yeah, good stuff from David Raya, and that is one of the reasons why he's the Arsenal goalkeeper. But I think Townsend could have connected to that ball better.
Yeah. Townsend could have done a better job, but you have to give it to the reflex of David Raya these days. He has been one shining light for Arsenal this season, especially with his passes, the long-range passes, defense-splitting passes, and the goalkeeper give you. And you just have to begin to understand why Arteta has tilted towards David Raya rather than Ramsey. Ramsey is not really confident on his foot, and that is a minus for him.
Yeah, that is a minus. Another attacking moment for Arsenal.
Trossard.
Yeah, Trossard has 2 men on him. Oh, but hey, he lost that pass. That was a wrong pass. And the ball with Kabore now, what did he do with the ball? And just trying to look for the possible teammate to pass to. But hey, he got that pass wrong again. And it is Arsenal who have taken possession of the ball. And now trying to beat in the 18 box. Oh, but Kabore was there to save that. And that's been cleared out.
I think that he's always forgetting the primary objective or primary responsibility of a defender, which is to clear your lines when you are in dangerous situation. And that's one of the reasons why he lost that in the midfield also. He needs to understand when to clear his lines. He needs to make his decisions as soon as possible.
And I think one of the reasons why they are going through this is they are also one of those small teams that like to play from the back. The coach is all-expressive kind of player, that kind of coach. That's why you see that Arsenal has not really been fully dominant. They've come out to play against Arsenal, taking their own possession too. The way they could. Not that they were all defensive. They are not playing 10 men behind the ball. They are out to play with Arsenal. But when you look at these things too has a price to pay. Maybe this is the time they want to learn this. That's why you see that mostly these days they score. Even if they lose, they score goals against Man City, they score against Chelsea, against Arsenal. You see them scoring goals because they come out to play. And that has been one factor that has helped Luton to where they are, and they can always learn to grow from scoring it and also defending at the back. And maybe God can be so gracious to them, they get an equalizer or take all 3 points from the Emirates.
All 3 points from the Emery, where let's see if that will be possible against Arsenal. But everything is possible in football. Yeah. Talking about, we just saw Morris missed a very important chance, and he has been an outstanding player for Luton Town. You know, one who has scored 8 goals this season, and 5 of those goals coming in this 2024 season for Luton Town. So are we expecting? Do you think he can get a goal in this encounter?
Anything is possible, and they're Luton on the run, attacking from the left right there. But hey, that defender was really, really sloppy right there.
Wow.
That sloppy attack right there.
Yeah, that was a missed pass from David Raya. And there's going to be a throw-in to Luton Town. And let's see if we can get a goal here. You know, with the way they have approached the game against Arsenal, is that the best way so far with what we have seen?
Yeah, this is how Luton plays. They want to attack you. They want to take the game to you. At least they want to make you feel the heat. Look at Arsenal is defended. For the last maybe 5 minutes, 7 minutes, Arsenal has done more defending than attacking. And it's been an interesting game to watch. And that
the choice for Luton, but that one he headed that one, and it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. But hey, he's protesting for a corner kick there. But I think the referee said it's going to be a goal kick there. And talking about the manager, Edward, so far, from what we saw from the Premier League, has that really been some changes from what we saw in the Championship to the Premier League?
There has to be changes because they won the playoffs, so there's more money to sign players. You can't bring the players you used in the Championship to come and stay in the Premier League. Most likely you get relegated again. So you got some new players. You saw it was Barkley that has been a mainstay. I think Kianishki, their goalkeeper too, came through. And this Lukunja
is on loan from Arsenal. I think that's why he's not starting this game.
And they got a lot of additions too with it. So this is not the bulk of the team that was with them at the Championship. So it's normal for them to improve. And is Arsenal building up on the attack right there? The ball finds Lisandro Trossard on the left, cuts in, tried to find space, but set the pass into the box, but was headed out by that Luton player. Final clearance straight to the Arsenal half. Arsenal's trying to restart play and trying to see if they can actually do something other than the first goal they got earlier in this encounter. So Odegaard tries to locate Kai Havertz, but Kabul intercepts this one and sends it back to that Luton player, Doughty, who finds Kiamiski, the goalkeeper. And it's Luton Town trying to build up from defense into attack, trying to build up, finding space to penetrate through the Arsenal setup right there. And it's a game that Luton is beginning to come to the party and trying to show the stuff they are made of. Kabore finds his teammate straight to Doughty right there, sends it straight to Kabore with a swift one touch, and it's still Luton Town trying to build up play and trying to dominate this game for the last 10 minutes of this encounter. So, game on in that encounter at the Emirates. Still Arsenal 1, Luton 0.
You know, I think Arsenal has really been, a bit condensed against Luton. Probably they are trying to set a trap for Luton to come all out, because we can see Luton coming all out against Arsenal for the past 5 minutes. And let's just see if Arsenal can take advantage of that and hit them on a counter.
Yeah, let's see if Arsenal can take advantage and hit them on the counter, which is very, very possible actually, because when you see teams that have pacey players like Trossard on the field, another guard, a very fantastic ball passer, and they need to just be careful, really, really careful. While attacking, they should not slip off on their defending. So, it's game on in that encounter. It's still Arsenal 1, Luton 0 in a dangerous area for Luton, but hey, it's going to be a goal kick. Bad, very terrible one at that. And it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal at this point in time. 33 minutes at the Etihad Stadium, at the Emirates Stadium. It's still Arsenal 1, Luton Town 0.
Yeah, Arsenal 1, Luton Town 0. And that's a good result for Arsenal. Right now, it
no
means
result.
Good scoreline for
yeah.
Right now. They're standing top of the table. They're standing at the summit of the table right now, ahead of Liverpool, with a game in hand. So that's a good one for them. Let's see if they can add more goals to sit comfortably in that leading of Luton Town. And it is Arsenal right now again, building up from the right wing, this time around through Nelson, who replaced Bukayo Saka. And now again, it is Arsenal again, chief back to the left. He has one man on him to beat. What did he do? Oh, Trossard had one man to beat. What did he do? Back wing, move into the center box. He shot there. Oh, not taken yet. And it is Arsenal again. This time around, it is no. What a miss!
Well, what a save there from the goalkeeper. It's not what it means. That was a good save from Kaminsky there, and that's one of the reasons why he has really been Manchester. Luton Town, one of Luton Town's biggest saviors this season. We've seen some big saves from him. It's more especially against in that game against Chelsea, against Liverpool. We've seen him make big saves for Luton Town. That's why you see the Belgian. It's one formidable player for Luton at the back. He's Mr. Reliable for them at the back.
Yeah, he's Mr. Reliable, and that pass, swift pass from Odegaard that finds Smith Rowe. Maybe if he had more power to that ball, maybe it would have gone.
On a regular day, that will have been going to the back of the net.
Yeah, and the way that Luton player threw his body in the line to stop anything that would have come into play from the rebound right there. But hey, it's game on in that encounter. Still Arsenal 1, Luton Town 0, and 1-0. It's very risky.
A very dangerous result for Arsenal. No, they need to up it. They need to get at least
scoreline.
To get to scoreline. They need to get to at least a comfortable scoreline, like 2-0, 3-0. I think because I'm very sure this Luton Town are going to get a goal here today. So
how sure are you? Can you put your money on it?
Oh, of course, I'm sure you.
If you say you are very sure, can you put your money?
Yeah, I can put my money. I can put my money for that.
Yeah.
Luton Town will get a goal. Luton Town will get a goal today.
Luton Town won't get a goal.
They won't get a goal.
We can just make it official right here on there.
Oh yeah, now. They will get a goal against Arsenal today.
I doubt it. So it's still a game that is actually very open for either side. And when you look at it, even Arteta is under pressure. You can feel him. He's still under the heat because he himself knows that 1 is too slim. He's really, really slim of his scoreline. So they need to do better and at least try to get something.
Yeah, and let's look at the statistics of this match. It's still Arsenal which leading ball possession 65%, Luton Town 35%. And I think Luton Girls had 1 goal attempt right now for the first time. Then shot on goal for Arsenal is 2, then goal attempt for Arsenal is 9. But we just have 1 goal to show for that. That is the situation of the statistics.
It's a game that Arsenal is dominating statistically wise, but they are the big side, they are the expected ones to dominate. But the game as we started, Kaminsky with the ball right there.
And the other match, the match will be without Manchester City will be without Erling Haaland today, and Kevin De Bruyne in this encounter against Aston Villa.
I think both are on the bench. They're just being rested by Pep Guardiola, which I think is one of the right things for him to do. But he has some formidable players, even at the point when Erling Haaland was out injured, and when Kevin De Bruyne was out injured, they still got out the scores, the score lines. They got those necessary results. Yeah. So I don't think there should be anything to be scared of for for Manchester City.
All right, there's nothing to be scared for Manchester City, but in the game between Manchester City and Aston Villa, I think Aston Villa is going to win today.
You always think Aston Villa will.
That's my own.
No, the thing is, you like going against the odds, but you don't go against the odds against Arsenal.
I know, because I know Arsenal will win.
You always win?
You don't know Manchester City will win.
Manchester City will win.
If Arsenal is playing against Aston Villa, will you go for Aston Villa to defeat Arsenal?
No. When I look at the situation surrounding the match,
there is no situation.
When I look at all the situations
surrounding Manchester City versus Aston Villa.
The thing is that Aston Villa is in a very good form.
So when Aston Villa is playing Arsenal next week, they are not.
And in the reverse feature, Aston Villa defeated Manchester City.
So when Aston Villa.
No, it's not about Arsenal. This is my own. I'm not talking about Arsenal. It's Manchester City. In the reverse feature, Aston Villa.
You are presenting. It's not supposed to be your opinion. You're not supposed to be opinionated in it.
So it's Arsenal attacking from left to right. And Reece Nelson finds Thomas Partey, who turns around in the midfield and finds Odegaard. Odegaard turns into 2 men, 3, finds Kai Havertz. But hey, there was a tackle on him, he's currently rolling on the floor. Zinchenko finds Lisandro Trossard, who sends a long one forward for Kai Havertz to chase. But hey, that was fifth, and good defending from that Luton Town player. And Ross Barkley plays in his teammate, moving forward, trying to attack with the ball, finds Doughty on the left-hand side, who has delayed the attack. God knows why. Finds Cabo, it takes a swift 1-2 right there. And Ross Barkley now with the ball, trying to push the attack right there. But hey, all men for Arsenal are back defending with their legs.
I think we have to ask the question, why is Strong not playing this game? Because it's looking like he's so much missed in that midfield of that's on Luton midfield.
Yeah.
You know what he brings into the game when he attacks for Luton Town.
Yeah.
I think he's so much missed in this midfield.
So let's see if the coach will decide to bring him on in the second half, because that guy really was a pain in the ass for.
This is another injury scare that we really want to see.
But they have Smith Rowe, you know. Every Arsenal fan, they are not, you know, most of them not really realistic.
Well, you know, we talk about Smith Rowe. How reliable has he really been? It's not.
And that's the issue. But Arsenal fans won't take that from you. You know, as far as they are concerned, Smith Rowe is better than De Bruyne.
Oh, I
but
don't know that.
hey, it's football, anything can happen. So, game on in that encounter, William Saliba trying to push forward this one, finds with Nelson, who turns back and finds Odegaard. Odegaard with the ball, finds Thomas Partey with the ball moving forward, finds Lisandro Trossard, who's trying to attack with the ball. Can you do something spectacular from this? Only time will tell right there. Trossard, his pass was thrown away and recovered quickly by Luton Town, setting on the attack, running into the box. But that was good shading run from Gabriel Manganes right there.
Oh, that's Fred Oyedika.
Yeah, that one, from Fred Oyedika. And I think that Fred Oyedika is one of that Nigerian forward.
Yeah, he's one of the Nigerian forward, but he's yet to play for any national team. Because as he comes into this game, his country flag shows Nigeria. So let's see if he can show a strong performance that will make Nigerians will just wow about
him. And
his
Arsenal attacking right there. Kai Havertz in the box, plays it low. Kaminski to the rescue, and it's going to be a corner kick to Arsenal. I think Kai Havertz should be doing
I think he should be doing better there, but you have to give it to Kai Havertz this season. This is a player that you look at it. I think he has this kind of decisive face approach to his game of football, because you look at him, you think he's not strong, but he's actually strong. You think he doesn't know how to finesse the ball, but he's actually one of the best player when it comes to hold up play. You know, he's the player. I think a lot of opponents or a lot of defenders must not during games.
Yeah,
and if we talk about the way he has improved, you know, in the first match, the first 8 matches, he was able to just have 1 assist. The first, but the recent, the first match he only had to.
And Arsenal with a good chance.
Oh, and that is not going to the back of net. Thomas Partey with a good chance for them. I think he should be putting that into the back of the net, because these are the kind of chances you miss, and at the end of the day, you just come back to Ulti.
Yeah, and you have to give it to that defender.
Yeah,
look at deflected,
that.
running into it.
He was still the one who went back up to defend that. I think that was Clark, yes. Doughty with that defensive one there. Good one from him, good one for his team, because that was almost going into the back of the net.
And if it had been a second goal, most likely it would have been done and dusted right there. So, you can see visuals from the Man City game about to start right there, and is Man City at home at the Etihad Stadium, back to back on this one. The first one in this weekend on Sunday, I think, was Arsenal, and today they are at home against Aston Villa, and they will be playing 3 games in the space of 9 days.
I think not just them alone, even Chelsea and some of those clubs. They have a lot of games.
Yeah, a lot of games to play. You know, Champions League
is coming.
His game on in that encounter with Arsenal trying to attack via Smith Rowe, who takes this one back. Smith Rowe finds Nelson in that attacking role, returns it back to Partey. Partey finds Saliba. Saliba right there finds Odegaard, the Norwegian international right there. Both Odegaard and Haaland are from Norway, which they will be missing Euros 2024 successfully right there. And that's a pass into the box. Finds Arsenal got pass it.
And that's a goal.
Arsenal just made it to Nelson. Was he under pressure or was he the one that scored the goal?
I think
Maybe he had to put the defender
I think
under
he should be
pressure.
the one put that into the back of them. But good work there from Smith Rowe to
Yeah,
go
good
run
movement.
across the line there and just put that on the platter for what's it called, for
Nelson.
Nelson to just tap that into the back of the net. Good one for Arsenal, deservedly 2 goals up, and this is what I expect of them. Make light of this work against Luton Town, because you know a lot of people are scared that they were not starting some of their biggest players, but it shouldn't really be a worry to Arsenal playing against teams like Luton Town, and that's what they've shown in this first half.
Yeah, that's what they've shown in this first half.
And
Look at that
under
pass.
defensive error, I think that was an own goal.
Yeah,
That's
that's
that
what
thing.
I'm
I think that should
looking
be
at.
an own goal.
Let's see. And look at that pass
Look
from
at that pass.
Trossard.
Where were the defenders? No,
But
no.
that's
Let's
an
see.
own goal.
Let's see.
That's
Smith
an
Rowe.
own goal.
Oh, it's an own goal.
That's
It's an own goal.
Nelson.
It's an own goal.
It's an own
He
goal.
was forced to score himself.
Nelson.
Nelson already missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he missed that.
He missed it and he just got it.
It was
It's
an
lucky. 2 goals to Arsenal in the 44th minute.
45th.
Yeah.
45th minute of the encounter.
Yeah.
So
So
anytime from now, additional time in this first half, probably maybe a 3 or 5 minutes additional time in this first half due to goal celebration. So it's Luton back in action right there, trying to see if they can salvage something out of this game. This game that Arsenal is dominating and leading conveniently without any iota of a doubt that Arsenal might lose this one. So let's go. It's right back in action. Thomas Partey has been called into. The referee just whistled
I think
against
we
him.
have 4 minutes additional time.
4 minutes additional time right there. So will Arsenal add more goal cushion to this, or will Luton Town come back in this game? And the stage is like
They've not really been in this game, because when you look at the attack of Luton Town, they have been absent and almost dormant in this game. So I don't really see them coming back into this game. I don't really think probably they're missing Ogene on the wing, because Fred hasn't really come into this party for Luton Town. We know how big of a threat Fred Ogene can be whenever he's playing for Luton Town. And Chung is also being missed in the midfield. These are players that actually bring so much to the party. It's now looking like it's just Doughty and Ross Barkley running the cycles for Luton Town, and it's not really good for them when you have just 2 players out of 11 doing the God's work for you.
and you have to really take it easy on them. To 11 players injured is not child's play, and is a lot to a new Premier League team like Luton Town, struggling in their first season and still having that number of first-team players injured. So you have to cut them some slack. It's the first season, and I think this Luton, if they can survive, they will be.
I think
one
they
of
survive
those
this.
terrible teams
I don't really see them surviving this, because when you look at Everton and Nottingham Forest, they'll muster out those results. We saw Nottingham Forest yesterday against Fulham, defeated Fulham 3-1. That is the way you win your running games. You have to take it against your opponent. The relegation, the teams in the relegation waters are always more dangerous than even the title challengers.
They are fighting for their lives right there. So that is a good turn from Trossard, but intercepted by that Luton Town player, of which had to send the ball to the throwing right there. So it's throwing to Arsenal. 2nd minute of additional time right there. What is it going to be? Is it going to be Arsenal adding more goal cushion? That was a good chance from Alvarez right there, and he couldn't get that attempt on target right there. Man City beginning to Man City.
Yeah, this is Man City. There's never been a bad Manchester City. Even when they're not in form, they still dominate against anything. But I expect them to take this victory. I think probably when you look at the last 2 games Erling Haaland has played for Manchester City, you see that he hasn't really been involved in the attack for Manchester City, and it's looking like teams have find a way to actually keep him silencing or quiet in games. Probably that is why Pep Guardiola is looking at starting with a new dimension in this game against Aston Villa, starting Julian Alvarez up front. We know the kind of multi-dimensional approach Alvarez brings into the game. Even when Kevin De Bruyne wasn't around, he was playing deep in the midfield for Manchester City. So he's a player that can come all out from the number 9, come straight into the midfield and win ball and open space for the wingers. And you have Doku, I think you have Doku and Grealish starting in this game. These are players that can take advantage of Alvarez running.
Yeah. So, but with all this coming to play, Man City are just the outside team for the Premier League this season. And as far as I'm concerned, no hard feelings, but it will be good to see another team win the Premier League this season. So it won't be so boring and.
That's in like Arsenal.
No, no hard feelings, no
I
bad.
understand.
Liverpool all the way. Because how can a veteran like Klopp wants to leave Liverpool and he will leave without winning the league? You just have to be a bit emotionally attached to a lovely personality like.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think Liverpool should take this one. I think I can go maybe 90% in for Liverpool for this season.
Well, that is your opinion. Well, that's a good one anyway, and it is possible in football. Anything is possible.
It seems you don't like it.
No. Actually, I don't like it. Actually, you know where I stand. You know where I stand.
I know you are not.
So I'm not
I
hiding
don't know where
it.
you stand.
I'm supporting Arsenal to win the Premier League this season.
Yeah. So sorry, and to the big men in the studio supporting Arsenal. Please don't, because of that, and not give us water on set. We are just joking. We are just playing. But it's football actually. Anything can happen. But I think to be realistic, it is Liverpool's title to lose.
No, talking about this Arsenal match, we've seen much of backline. It's like
I think Luton has a free kick in a dangerous area right there. Ross Barkley.
I think Ross Barkley, Clark, and Morris. Yeah, they'll actually fancy taking one year.
Yeah.
So I think it's looking more like
Ross
Barkley or Morris taking this.
So can they do something spectacular? If they can score this free kick, it will be a goal rush we are looking at the Emirates Stadium. Because Luton will come all out. I want to come back into this game. Well, Ross Barkley, can you do the lost work? Let's see. Ross Barkley stands behind the ball and he plays this one straight to the hand of David Raya, the Spanish international right there. Plays a long one forward. And it's half time at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 2.
Well, good way to start the first half for Arsenal. What a way to go into the halftime break, defeating a leading Luton Town expectedly 2-0 in the first half. They'll come into the second half looking relaxed, and it might just present itself as an opportunity for the manager himself, Arteta, to go into the substitution bench and bring in some players probably in the 60th minute. He might take out the likes of Martin Odegaard and William and Willie Saliba. There's still Cedric on the bench. Though a lot of times we've not really seen Cedric play for Arsenal, but he's still on the bench, and those are players that can come into this kind of games and still make the backline look formidable.
All right, let's look at the lineup of the other match. That is Manchester City versus Aston Villa. Let's start with Aston Villa. Aston Villa have all seen as their goalkeeper.
Ortega.
Aston Villa.
Okay, Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. No. Aston Villa have all seen. Then Kona, Diego Carlos, Lenglet, Dane, Zanlolo. Then Zaniolo, yeah. Then Iraguam. This name is very difficult to pronounce. Then we have Douglas Luiz, Roger, then Diaby, then Duran. That is the line up for Aston Villa. We are not seeing Watkins and the rest of them.
Watkins is out injured.
Yeah, and if you look at the number of goals he has scored, he's one of those players who is chasing Erling Haaland right now in the Premier League. So, with the lineup of Aston Villa, how do you read the lineup?
Yeah, the lineup is just practically what is available to them. Because when you look at it, they are one team that you expect that they should be those nearly FC to maybe go for Conference League or Europa League. But they've been competing for the Champions League spot, and we hope that the Champions League teams in the Premier League, Man City mainly, can do us proud in the Champions League, maybe retain the trophy, so that there will be a better coefficient for English team, and they can get the 5th potential ticket to entering the group stage. So if we have that, we have 5 teams
I think that's the spot Manchester United manager is looking to back on as plan B.
Yeah.
He's probably waiting to see Arsenal or Manchester City wins the Champions League, so England can get extra spots into for the Champions League. I think Aston Villa have done a lot this season. They serve qualify for
But
the
they're
Champions
still
League.
Tottenham too.
Yeah, they're still Tottenham there, but Emery, we know how he can just muster all those 1-0 wins until the end of the season also.
Yeah, so you can muster it all right there. It's going to be one hell of a season. We are looking at 7, 8 finals to go, and we can't wait to see everything. And you can stay with us here at the Premier Sport Fan Center. We'll give you the live watch-along shows with a lot of stories to back it up. Promises to be exciting, mind-blowing. Don't go nowhere. Always stick around with us. Tell somebody to tell somebody about us. Your friend, your family. Let's come aboard because we are here because of you. And that was a swift, good shot from Rodri. But hey, Austin came to the party and doing what Martinez.
Yeah, Rodri Mr. Reliable, and I think he's undoubtedly the best defensive midfielder
in the world right
if
now.
not just the world. I think he's the best. He's the best in the sport. You know, the way he just makes that work so easy. The way he transits from defensive midfield to the attack also is very top notch. Even when they need those 1-0 and those late goals, he knows how to hit those shots for them and gets that into the back of the net.
And that's Grealish facing his former employers right there. I'm trying to teach them some dribbling moves right there at the Etihad Stadium. So, Man City back in possession of the ball. 10th minute of that encounter. Still Man City nil, Aston Villa nil. With lightning strike at the Etihad Stadium right now. Only time will tell. For some Arsenal fans, they will be praying Aston Villa can do something in this stadium what they failed to do on Sunday.
Well, I think Aston Villa can also. These are teams that have.
And that's
a goal!
Rodri, the defensive midfielder coming to do attacking.
Yeah, just about some minutes ago, I was still praising him and talking about how he gets those goals and joins the attack. The transition is always beautiful from Rodri. He doesn't really play like that of defensive midfielder, defensive-minded midfielder. He joins the attack effortlessly for Manchester City. What an assist for Doku at a point when people are starting to criticize his pattern of play for Manchester City, and he has really given them that assist.
I think Villa will draw a line to this.
I think that
it's off.
Kept him
Doku is off. Yeah, from my view, but sometimes the line.
Yeah, we know that your view is always from the Arsenal view, so it might not be the right view. So,
what's your own view?
My view is onside.
Onside is a goal.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's a goal. Realistically, not banter.
Let's see the final decision of the referee. VR is checking the situation right now. Let's see if they're going to draw a line there.
Of course they will.
But if you look at the other hand of the Aston Villa player there, it's like he's putting him on.
It's onside.
It's onside, not off.
That's why I told you it's onside.
It's onside.
So your Arsenal view didn't come to
all right.
play.
It's a goal for Manchester City, so I think that goal will stand.
Yeah, it will stand. It will stand.
Yeah. So, but let's talk about Aston Villa. We've seen how they manage. Right now they're in top 4 of the Premier League. I never expected them to get that.
Yeah, you have to give it to Emery. That's the chef man. That's the man that has been responsible for all these performances. Brought in Diaby and some swift players into that squad. And since then, they've been firing on all cylinders. We saw them defeat Man City 1-0 at the first leg.
And we have to look at only Watkins also. Consistency has really been there. It's one of the reasons why they are in top 4.
Yeah, it's one of the big reasons. But you have to give it to the coach. The playing pattern, the approach to games. Honestly, you have to give him a lot of credit. And I think they defeated Arsenal too.
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah, so they've been fantastic this season so far.
All right, let's look at the lineup of Arsenal, of Manchester City. Guardiola is using Doku and Grealish from both wing. One on the right and one on the left. And Alvarez as the last man in forward. Then we have him Foden too at the middle. Then Bernardo Silva, Rodri, then they defend. Vajoel, Akanji, Diaz, and then Lewis. Then Ortega at the good post.
Yeah, when you look at it, when Grealish and Doku came in against Arsenal, they really gave Guardiola some positives from that encounter. So, and he just, I guess he rewarded them with a starting position this game against Aston Villa, which is a very important game because this is third versus fourth.
Yeah.
You have to take it from that perspective, and it's just 4 points between them. So they need to put more point cushion between them, because if Aston Villa defeat them here, it will be 1 point in between third and fourth, and that will put Man City under more pressure right there. So I think in this kind of important game, giving Doku and Grealish that chance to shine is the way to go. And even if they are bench on a norms, they should be starting, and they are on bench. It's because it's Man City.
I don't. Whoa! What a miss!
That
That would have been an offside.
That would have
Anyway.
been offside. That would have been offside against
Oh,
Diaby.
I think that's not Diaby. I think that's Durham.
Okay, Drum, yeah.
That's Durham.
Wow.
It was a close one anyway. It was a close one, but
That was a good hit for me.
yeah, that was a good hit.
A good save there from the goalkeeper.
Ortega,
The way
good save from
timed his
Ortega.
run, took his attempt, and that's the way to go.
But the way I'm seeing this match, I don't think it's going to be like a whitewash for Aston Villa. Aston Villa is going to bring a fight to Arsenal. Yeah, and probably
I understand it very well. Arsenal against Luton, you're expecting a whitewash for Arsenal to Arsenal.
But with the way it is, you don't need to be biased as as an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
You know, we just have to be realistic about it. In this game, Aston Villa is 1-0 down at 15th minute. Even Arsenal didn't score in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So if there will be a whitewash, this game has more tendency for it to be a whitewash than even the Arsenal game. And realistically, when you look at it, Man City has dominated Aston Villa. Even the only chance they could create it was an offside. So you just have to give it to them. No shot on. I don't think they have a shot on target yet. And Luton, I think Luton has some goal attempt already. So let's just see if Aston Villa can at least minimize this number of goals.
all right. Manchester City are missing. They are missing Walker and Henderson, the goalkeeper, who have muscle injury, and Ake, Nathan Ake. They are missing for Manchester City. How much do you think they're going to miss them?
Yeah, Kyle Walker is one important player for them, and with the way it is, they will need him for the Real Madrid game, and they want to see him in a match fitness way. So it will be a big miss. One of the best right back in the world right now. The pace is there, the experience, and the agility plus stamina. You have to give it to him. He's an all-rounder, and I think that's just the main guy in Man City will really miss, because as for Ederson, Ortega is doing a very good job in his absence.
Yeah. Then Watkins is missing for Aston Villa. Then Buendia is missing. Cash, Kamara, Mings, Ramsey. Then okay, well, I've called Watkins before. Yeah, Watkins. So which of these players do you think they're going to miss much?
I think it's Ole Watkins. I think Ole Watkins will be missed. And that was a swift pass that was blocked from Foden right there. And you have to talk about Foden. And that's a pass forward to Bernardo Silva across into the box. It was headed out by the Aston Villa player. Rodri tries to locate his teammate Viador with that header, but was intercepted. But Viador says no. And actually has now won a free kick for Manchester City, and that was a very, very emotional tackle from Diaby.
Yeah, from Duran there.
Yeah,
Diaby.
He could have gone into the books of the referees, because he shouldn't be emotional on the field of play. So 18th minute of that encounter at the Etihad Stadium against Aston Villa is Man City 1, Aston Villa 0. We can see Unai Emery jumping around the touchline right there, trying to dish out instructions, but bro, a coach once said, whatever teaching you want to do, whatever coaching you want to do, you do it on the training ground. On this pitch, most of them don't have it.
It has really been Manchester City dominating Aston Villa in this game. I think playing low blocks is one of the
Doku with that shot was deflected. Olsen takes it easily.
I think them playing low blocks is one of the reasons why Pep Guardiola has gone for explosive wingers that can hold on to the ball. Players like Grealish and Doku that can take the ball against the opponent, and you can see it's really working for them. But though they've not been able to score the second goal, but the explosive players on the white side of Manchester City has really been doing the magic for them.
Yeah, they've been doing the magic, and they've continued from where they stopped on Sunday. And doing that magic, you have to see that Doku and Grealish has really come to the party. And you would have thought that the reason why Man City went to bring Grealish was for the playmaking role. Now, Foden is not doing the playmaking, and Grealish is on the wing.
You have to look at Phil Foden and what he brings into the Manchester City squad. He's one of those utility players. He's one of those players. This minute you are seeing on the right hand side, next minute you are seeing on the left, and another minute you are seeing.
And Man City with a good chance. Oh my God, that was good defending from Aston Villa. Yeah. So is Aston Villa trying to go on the attack right there, moving forward in their numbers, and that's a pass for Duran. Duran right there, looking for his teammate, drops it off for a 1-2 against the 1-2, and he plays it.
And it's a goal!
Man City slept for a second, and Aston Villa had to wake them up with that goal.
Wow.
It's Man City one.
Leeds were that Chelsea wanted to spend that money on this young man, Duran, because during the break, the transfer window, Chelsea were all over looking to get this deal done. But that was a good striker goal. Look at that 1-2 between him and his teammate there for that goal. But I think this, one too many touch there from Alvarez there, really cost them Aston Villa. This was them eating on the counter. Good counter attack for them. Manchester City let open their defense and they were picked apart.
They are picked apart right there.
Another man was off. He knew he was off. He just allowed the ball to flow.
Yeah,
I didn't touch it. That's that's
the normal way. If he had reacted to that ball, he would have killed the attack.
Yeah.
And even Alvarez shouldn't be romancing the ball too much. And I think he will have a question to answer from Guardiola, because Guardiola is not a fan of holding the ball for too long. So far, you are not Messi. If it's Messi, he can allow him to hold the ball for so long. So that is Aston Villa back into this encounter. So Man City 1, Aston Villa 1.
Oh, very check.
Yeah, we check it. That's no point. And I think they can even check foul leading to the goal, in the build-up to the goal on Alvarez.
If this is what they're checking there, I don't think this is an offside.
I don't think
it's not off. It's on.
Except if Pig Mobile wants to do what we usually see them to do.
Yeah, let's see the line. Yeah. Look at the line.
Yeah, it's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal right there. So
Got the line, so let's think the referee have to confirm that.
Just have to give it to that guy that dropped the 1-2. He put the ball in a very comfortable position for Duran on a one touch to get the goal. So it's a good goal as far as I'm concerned. So, and they will have to check if that guy was interfering with play.
He didn't interfere.
It's a goal.
It's a goal.
Man City 1,
Duran.
Aston Villa 1, and that encounter. So we are in for a long night at the Etihad Stadium. So it promises to be exciting. Arsenal game as we started already in the 46th minute of that encounter, and it's throwing to Luton Town. Thomas Partey losing that possession right there. So Luton Town without throwing sends it into the middle, and is Luton Town trying to attack and see if they can salvage something from this encounter. Do you see Luton Town really doing something?
Well, I don't really see them doing it. I don't see them doing it coming into this game or just into the second half. They still have the same set of players we saw in the first half. If there'll be a goal in the second half, it has to be Arsenal scoring more goals. They've not really threatened Arsenal in the first half or the start of the second half, so I don't expect anything much from them.
Yeah, so expectedly, you don't expect something much from them. Even the odds really went against them massively right there. So it's Arsenal leading 2-0. 2 goals scored by Odegaard and an own goal from that Luton Town player that has made it 2-0 to Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. So you can see all Arsenal fans praying that Man City drop another point today. That was a cross from Doku right there, and the goalkeeper gets that one.
You know, talking about Doku, we've seen him playing good football from the wings, and most time threatening the defense, but he just has 2 goals to show for it.
Yeah, it's not just about scoring the goal. You have to look at the all-round play. Doku is not a striker. When you talk about goals, you talk about striker should get goals. His job is to build up. How many assists has he provided? Apart from that, look at the link-up play. We saw the goal today from his beautiful one. So, Doku, this is the first season in the Premier League, so you need to cost him some slack.
6 assists.
6 assists, so 2 goals. That's a good number for a player that is not starting every game for Man City. He's in Man City, for crying out loud. A team whereby for you to get playing.
Oh, that was a beautiful one from Grealish.
The referee says it's going to be a goal kick.
That was a beautiful take from.
Look at that fly.
That's an offside. That's an offside.
That's offside. I think that would be an offside right there.
The two wingers connected very well, but it was just not lucky to get that goal.
Oh, look at that slab. Grealish. He did well in that attempt right there. So, it's Man City 1, Aston Villa 1 at the Etihad Stadium. Also since that one long one forward. And Durham, really a pain in the ass for our Conjitu team. It seems they are missing Netanaki after all.
Yeah, they're missing Netanaki at the back, but I just hope he will be back. But the man who replaced him, Vadoy, is a big money signing. You expect him to always come to the party when he plays for Manchester City. We saw what he did with RB Leipzig. We've seen him with the Croatian national team. So we expect he's also a big potential player. So we expect him to actually bring in those or just show that money was it was a well-paid money.
Yeah, well-paid money right there. So Vialdo with the ball, trying to take the ball forward for Man City. 25th minute of that encounter at the Etihad Stadium is if there's one team that can take a point away from this encounter, this kinds of game, it has to be Aston Villa because they know how to defend in their numbers. Grealish in the final third right there, returns it back to Bernardo Silva, who finds Vialdo straight to Diaz, who finds Akanji. And Akanji, a guy with Nigerian descent, but opted to play for Austria. Switzerland, sorry, not Austria right there. So a lot of players from Nigerian descent opting to play for different foreign countries right there. We'll talk about Bukayo Saka and other players. Bukayo Saka, that all Arsenal fans almost worship an average player as far as I'm concerned. So it's Alvarez with the ball right there. And it's going to be making that change. You just have to throw some little jibes and see how the gaffer will react.
Talking about this Aston Villa match versus Manchester City, if you look at the midfield, it's like Aston Villa are not showing much concern, like trying to dominate the midfield. Just left that for Manchester City.
If you want to dominate against Man City, you will open space for Man City to exploit. Even Real Madrid will not come here and come and play, try to dominate. It's not Man City. Arsenal, ball possession was around, I think,
29.
29, 71. Even Arsenal. So if you are coming, it's like the Barcelona of then, Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta. You don't want to go there and say you want to go to Camp Nou there and dominate. What do you want to dominate? They will hurt you and hurt you. But guys that they can read the lines. And they will punish you and punish you very well if you are not careful. So they just need to be careful, play low blocks and try to hit on the counter. And look at that, their goal that came off the counter. And that defensive...
It's a chance for Arsenal. Oh, well defended there.
Yeah, that's a free kick to Luton Town. And Trossard does one of the things he knows how to do best, to lose chances right there. So it's going to be a free kick to Luton Town at the, I think, 52nd minute of that encounter already.
Yeah, and it is Manchester City with the ball now trying to build up again from the midfield. And this time around it's Akanji with the ball. And Grealish, they've actually dominated position in this encounter. Let's look at the statistics of this match.
And that's a long ball forward, but that was a diving header still in dangerous area. Man City with the ball. Rodri finds his teammate, set it forward for a run from Foden. Still Foden with the ball in the box. Can he do something spectacular? Straight to Rodri back. And it seems Aston Villa are defending with their lives on this one. Grealish right there, who is trying to press into the box, drops it off for Vialdo, who cuts back to his left foot, cross into the box. But Doku trying to get this one, but the defender was so quick to go down. Zaniolo, the midfielder right there, and not the defender, the Aston Villa player right there. So that one was rescued easily by
There was a push there from
Doku, yeah, on Zaniolo. And Zaniolo, who had that very good career at Roma, fell out of favors with
Jose Mourinho. But good that he's back at Aston Villa, and you having a manager who really trusts in your potential, or after trusting your potential. And we can see how big he has really been. He has one of the dominant factors for Aston Villa in the midfield since they lost that, what's it called? The Argentine midfielder lost to injury. I've already forgotten his name. I think I remember before the end of the program.
So I think it's one thing that Aston Villa.
I can see they're making that substitution.
Chang. Yeah, expectedly though.
Yeah. Well, you have expected him to start this game, not him coming from the bench to the game. I think this player, this is Fred going out. I think he has really had a disappointing game for Aston Villa.
Of course, really disappointing for Luton Town.
Sorry.
Mpazo, right there.
Mpazo, sorry.
Yeah, coming off for Chang. And I don't know why the coach chose not to start.
I don't understand.
But you know, coaching is an art. Sometimes he gets it wrong, sometimes he gets it right. It's just one of those things. That long ball fall for Durant to chase ball was easily intercepted by Akonji right there, the mathematician. Very good in mathematics right there. And that's why, I think that's why he's so good in calculating movement on the field of play. So, is Zaniolo running into space right there, finds his teammate on the left, drops it off in the middle. What can they do? That is Douglas Luiz, that guy that Man City was on Aston Villa's neck to get. Even Arsenal.
It was Man City who brought Douglas Luiz to the EPL or to England already. But I think the biggest problem there was has to be work permits. That was why he couldn't play for Manchester City.
Yeah,
so they had to sell him off.
Yeah, so it's Aston Villa right there, still in possession of the ball. And Douglas Luiz has now become a very good bargain for Aston Villa. And Moussa Diaby running down the right there. Can he do something spectacular? Drops it into the middle. But hey, that was well defended by Manchester City. Ortega with the ball right now, who finds Doku. Jeremy Doku, the Belgian international right there, who just came to the Premier League from FC Rennes last season for a whooping amount of money right there. He really had that very good season at Rennes last season. So can he translate that to the Premier League? Only time with 6 assists and 2 goals so far. So far, so good for Doku. Jeremy of the Doku Kingdom of Belgium country. So we are here at the Etihad Stadium trying to see if Manchester City will actually put a goal cushion to this one. But the referee says no, an end must come to that attack because there was an infringement leading to that attempt on Douglas Luiz. We're talking about attempt, Arsenal attacking right there, getting into space. Luiz Nelson was easily dispossessed as if he was still an academy player right there on that chance that was ruined, that would have presented itself to Arsenal right there. So it's going to be a free kick to Luton Town, 56 minutes of that encounter. Let's see if Arsenal will actually take this one, or maybe Luton Town can find a way back here.
Yeah, I don't see Luton Town finding a way back into this game, because still they've not created any reasonable or any good chance in this encounter, so I don't really see them coming back into this game against Arsenal. Arsenal feeling more relaxed because of the thing they have this game in the bag. It will just take a goal from Luton Town to awaken the dead spirit in Arsenal, but I think it's a game that is done and dusted already.
Yeah, so you can see Haaland with his hand set on his hair right there, holding it tightly and looking at the game, concentrating massively. That's what you do when you're on the bench. And also De Bruyne is there. I know that most likely Guardiola, if he's short of goals in this game, he will have to reach out to the bench and bring them on and see if they can spur the team on to greater heights. So is Arsenal back in possession of the ball? Saliba finds Gabriel, his partner at the defense since last season that has been formidable for Arsenal Football Club. Long pass forward from Digidriaya for Kayaba to chase that one. Kaburi almost lost it, but he gets that one back, sends it back to Kamiski, who sends a long one forward into the middle. Ross Barkley wins that one for Townsend. Townsend spreads it and sends it to Doughty. Dropped header for Chang, but Chang couldn't keep it in play. He lost it to Partey. Partey straight finds his teammate Saliba, a defender playing like a midfielder, happy times for Arsenal. They are leading 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium, and they are going to be topping the table temporarily till Liverpool plays tomorrow.
Liverpool plays Chelsea tomorrow, so it should be another walk in the park.
Oh, yeah, whitewash, expectedly. And you just have to give it to Liverpool. The number of comebacks that they had, you need to give them some credit. And that's a pass, finding Kane Havertz in a dangerous area in the box, finds Odegaard who touched back, and the 360 right there. But his 360 was not good enough right there to keep that ball in dangerous area. And Townsend has been dispossessed by Trossard, and straight to Smith Rowe, who is running down the line straight, but was easily intercepted. Maybe he was sleeping on the ball right there. They now have to wake him. This is Premier League. Wake up, don't sleep. So it's free kick to Luton Town, 59th minute of that encounter.
Yeah, free kick to Luton Town, and on the other end, the match between Manchester City versus Aston Villa. I was about to read the statistics, and 61% for ball possession for Manchester City, 39 for Aston Villa. Shot on goal attempt, 5 for Manchester City, 3 for Aston Villa. Shot on goal, 2 for Manchester City and 1 for Aston Villa. And the result is 1-1, and it is the 35th minute in that encounter.
Yeah, scoreline, not result.
The scoreline, yeah.
Still first.
Yeah.
So, 35th minute in that encounter, Man City 1, Aston Villa 1. Also, Arsenal leading 2-0 at the Emirates against Luton Town right there. And it looks like Arsenal just lost the ball in a dangerous area, tries to pick his teammate. But the referee says there was an infringement on that Luton Town player, Clark. And it's going to be a free kick to Luton Town in a dangerous area.
Well, they've not been taking advantage of these free kicks, so I don't really see it as a threat anymore.
So they need to start taking advantage of it, but you don't know the one that they will score.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's just the dangerous thing about it. So you can say they might not, but they might actually not later surprise you successfully. So it's going to be a free kick to Luton Town, 60th minute of that encounter at the Emirates Stadium. David Raya giving instructions for a 3-man war right there. And let's see if Arsenal will survive this one. Dalt is standing next to that one. Can he do something spectacular back to that Man City game? Grealish approaching the box in a dangerous area. Cuts back again. Tries to look for his teammate. Drops it for Rodri. Rodri with the ball. Who finds Akanji? Akanji returns it to Rodri. Is Man City trying to find space to penetrate through the Aston Villa defense right there. Rodri with the ball. Finds his teammate, I think, Foden right there. And straight to Doku. Doku returns it back to Foden. Foden looking for space. And you know if Foden gets space, he can shoot. And that's a pass straight to Lewis. Lewis drops it back. And it's a good chance. But well saved by Housen. That attempt, I think from Alvarez right there. Yeah, and he couldn't really put that one past the Aston Villa goalkeeper.
But I think I expect him to be doing better. A striker of his caliber should be putting that into the back of net. We saw what Honduran did. Yeah. It's almost like chance. So you expect Alvarez to be putting that into the back of net.
But that's a big chance.
Yeah, that's actually a big chance. So you expect him
to could pick up, lift the ball up and maybe
a player like Foden will have put that into the back of the net.
Maybe, but even Messi missed a sitter. So it's football, anything can happen. So anything has not just happened at the Emirates Stadium. We've seen 2 goals already from Arsenal Football Club. So Luton is here to do something worth the while at the Emirates Stadium. Maybe get a goal. It looks like it might be impossible for them to get a goal at the Emirates Stadium. And that ball from Chang was like a back pass for David Raya to take. And you can see Grealish.
The Nigerian brother, Fred.
Oh. Look at it. Look at that move in the box. Cross it.
He passed that into the hands of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and it's Arsenal building up from defense to attack. And David Raya, we just hope Raya won't do what Ramsey did against Brentford right there. Because if he does it here, it might spell a very, very tough finish for Arsenal. Because it's still early, 62nd minute of that encounter. Free kick to Man City. Yellow card to Douglas Luiz. On the foul one, I think Grealish right there. Grealish doing the dirty job, doing the swift attacking job for Man City right there. So free kick to Man City, Alvarez, who has proven to be a very good free kick taker for Manchester City. So free kick to Man City at the 39th minute of that encounter also informed this four-man wall and dishing out instruction. Let's see if their instruction will be good enough. Alvarez steps close to the ball. What can he do with it? Can he do something that can lead to a goal? Because Man City really need somebody to step up today because they've considered a goal after scoring that first goal. And it's 1-1 already at the Etihad Stadium. So, can Alvarez do the needful? Only time will tell, and he plays that one, but went way off target, and it's going to be a goal kick to Aston Villa at this point in time.
Yeah, and in the other end, Arsenal still leading 2-0, and I'm still expecting a goal. I'm still expecting a goal from Luton Town in this encounter. We've seen the pressure mounted on Arsenal, and let's see if we're going to result to a goal in this second half.
So that's a swift 1-2 to Chang, and drops it into the box, but that was well cleared by Zinchenko. And it's going to be a throw-in to Luton Town at the 64th minute of that encounter. The clock is winding down, time is going, clock is ticking. Let's see if Luton Town can actually come back into this game. The cross into the box was headed out, and also follow-up was cleared out by the same guy, Zinchenko, the Ukrainian international right there. So it's doing to Luton Town at this point in time, 65th minute of that encounter.
65th, and the other encounter, the match between Brentford versus Brighton, is still goalless in that encounter in the 66th minute.
Yeah, goalless.
Yeah, still goalless in that encounter.
So, it's Luton Town that is back in possession of the ball. It seems Arsenal is playing more like they don't want to concede any goal.
Yeah, they're trying to keep a clean sheet against Luton Town, who has scored back-to-back 18 goals in most of the games they play, which out of those 18 goals, they managed to win just five matches out of it. So let's see this time around if they can continue with that streak of scoring goals against their opponent in matches played. And it is Arsenal with the ball now, dominating possession, and that is who is with the ball there?
Ben White.
Ben White with the ball, yeah, from the right side, yeah. And that has been recovered by the referee signal an infringement against against Luton Town, against Kai Havertz. You know, we've seen Kai Havertz score.
That's a yellow card for diving.
Yeah. For Kai Havertz?
Yes, diving. Why would he be diving on the field? You see, that's diving.
Oh,
Clear. The referee picked it, and it's a yellow card to Kai Havertz. Second yellow card in this game, it will be off the pitch. So he needs to be careful, and I think that's a smart one from Ateta.
Yeah, the midfield is already getting shaky since John came in for Luton Town. So they really need to bring Declan Rice into the midfield to make it look a little
solid,
bit composed.
Yeah.
But good on seeing Ketia also getting, while good on to Partey. He has really shown great game for Arsenal today. He's shown that even form is temporary, but class is always permanent.
He really did.
Yeah, he did a good job for them.
And I think if he keeps raking in performances like this, Arsenal will be having a rethink on maybe extending his contract.
Yeah, I think the Arsenal midfield trio really should be Thomas Partey sitting at the base of the midfield. Then you have Declan Rice, who is still playing in that 8th position, that box-to-box midfield position for my Arsenal. And you have Odegaard playing, in a free role up front for them. Playmaking role. So I think that should be their midfield trio for Arsenal.
Yeah, so it's game on in that encounter. Luton back in possession. You can see that foul on Thuram, and it seems Diaz is ready to make his life unbearable at the Etihad Stadium right there. So Gabriel back in possession for Arsenal Football Club, that's leading 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium. Ball finds Declan Rice, Rice began to rise to the standard of the game in the Premier League. He's really, really lifting us now. He's really, who was
That was a short pass.
other
That was a
guy
short pass,
setting
yeah.
that pass to? To who? You know, honestly, that was a wrong pass. Trying to look for the run of Nketiah, but honestly, that was a wasteful pass right there. 68 minutes of that encounter, 2 goals to nil to Arsenal.
2 goals to nil to Arsenal, and it's a free kick against them, Arsenal, and the goalkeeper of Luton there to take it for Arsenal. And if you look at it, there's not much infringement in this encounter right from the start of it. We've not seen much of card in this encounter between Luton Town and Arsenal. I think the only card here is to Kai Havertz. So it has been a very friendly game so far.
Yeah, football has to be football. You are not friendly, you go out of the field of play. So it's not
that intense.
Yes, it's just the intensity that because any game that is intense, there will be cuts. It's just 5 and 6. It's a cordial relationship. Intense game most times, the cuts will start flowing in. So I think that's just the reason why. And it seems Man City is beginning to throw everything they have at
Yeah, they know how dangerous it is if they don't take the lead against Aston Villa in the first half. Aston Villa can come back in the second half. It proves to be a stubborn team.
Not just that, get an early
sit
second
at
half
the
goal.
back and defend for the remaining 45 minutes of the game. So they know how dangerous that can be in the second half. They need to get that all important second week before the end of first half.
Yeah, so before the end of first half right there. So it's 45 minutes at the Etihad Stadium. Still Man City 1, Aston Villa 1 right there.
Yeah, this encounter, a draw will not be a good result for us.
That's a good chance, Clark running into it.
No, to who?
My goodness. They need to learn finishing. They need to learn, honestly. Because they are getting those chances. And 45 minutes gone at the Etihad Stadium. How many minutes will the referee have? Look at that foul from Douglas Luiz. He had to do that. Because if you release Foden on goal, it might be terrible. And I think Douglas Luiz might be on the yellow card anytime from now.
He needs to be careful.
Yeah, 4 minutes additional time for Man City to try to take the lead in that encounter. And I still think that the additional time should go beyond 4 minutes. Because they've wasted time.
They wasted lots of time in this first half.
Yeah, so free kick to Man City. Alvarez Foden, another guy with the ball right there. Can they do something with it? Only time will tell. So starts next to it. Plays it!
And it's a goal!
And it's a goal! Foden. My God.
He's always Mr. Reliable for Manchester City.
Scores from the left.
Gets
Nice
the goal.
scoring free kick.
Yeah, good one for England. Yeah. One of the most promising players for England. At the age of 23, his trophy cabinet is almost filled up.
Honestly, almost filled up right there. Remaining the national, international trophy, the medals to begin to flow in right there. That was a beautiful free kick. Look at what. Put it in between the wall. You just have to, the wall opened up. The wall, it was it's Zaniolo, not Topsy. The wall opened up and he played it in between the wall. So the wall shouldn't have opened up. Yeah. And that's why did you form wall when they will open up? So it's just that player that should take the blame for.
The goalkeeper never expected the ball to come through the wall, and he was actually hoping for a hand, but he came to the wall and.
Because the player was there to block the ball. Why did it open up? I think Naemery should really go hard on that guy that opened up the wall right there. So it's Man City 2, Aston Villa 1. You sound surprised.
No, I was looking at that pass from Oyedima.
So it's Luton Town dictating the pace of the game this second half so far against Arsenal. It's one game that looks like Arsenal is now defending against Luton Town.
Yeah, they have the game in the back already. 2-0 up and you have the security go already. So it's just, you have to take it easy and not get injured. Any more goal in this game for Arsenal will just be an icing on the cake.
Yeah, icing on the cake right there. And Kaminsky back with the ball, who sends it forward right there. And it's still Luton Town trying to attack with the ball, running down the right from Fred. And Fred, who is trying to move forward into space, cuts to the right and turns and plays it off. Off the Arsenal player right there, and it's good.
You want to make a kick?
Yeah, it's something. They can do something from it. So, 73rd minute of that encounter, Luton Town has a corner kick at the Emirates Stadium. Can they do something spectacular or positive with this? Only time. With Martinelli about to come on and Tomiyasu. Very funny names that are done in the jerseys of Arsenal Football Club. So, corner kick, Doughty standing next to this one. And let's see if he can do something. Plays it into the box. Oh, headed out by that Arsenal player. And he is nursing to the response. And the referee had to say there's an infringement on the young man. And it's going to be a free kick to us.
I think I'm not really impressed with Fred Oyedema. I thought I was going to see one unknown player that will show promising characters. Probably Arsenal is a big game to judge him. Yeah. But let's just hope it's the first of many starts for him in the EPL.
Yeah, let's just see. And he took a yellow card that was unnecessary right there. But hey, sometimes you just have to take one for the team. So Tomiyasu coming off for Zichenko, Wisniewski coming off.
Oh, how do you miss that?
My goodness. Look at that big chance.
Alvarez should be scoring this. Look at that.
And I think Alvarez is no, he had to stretch. He had to stretch. So that was on the first stretch. Martinelli coming on for Wisniewski. And this will be a good game to welcome him back after that injury. Yeah. So corner kick to Man City.
How do you have your center striker playing corner kicks? Alvarez taking corner kicks from Manchester City.
Honestly, it's just, football has a way of giving us something to check. Corner kick into the box. Olsen punched that one out. And the referee says, I've had enough of this first half at the Etihad Stadium. So Man City heading down to the tunnel with a 2-1 lead in that encounter. Undeservedly so.
Yeah, good one for Manchester City. They played all through the first half. A good goal from Duran also from Aston Villa. Great game of football. I think coming into the second half, Aston Villa can still have a belief in themselves that they can still get that second goal, all important second goal from against Manchester City. And I think Pep Guardiola should be looking onto his bench, probably in the 60th minute, and bringing the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland to put or instill more fear into the face of the Aston Villa players.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree, because those guys will instill more fear, but on the other side you have to think about the Champions League games and other games coming up thick and fast. So I think it's understandable if he actually rested for the remainder of the game.
It depends on the result. Yeah, if they get one more goal, then I think might just be bringing them in around the 85th minute just to warm up.
Yeah, just to warm up right there. So 76 minutes at the Emirates Stadium, still Arsenal 2, Luton Town 0, and it's half-time at the Etihad Stadium, 2-1 already. We've seen 3 beautiful goals at the Etihad Stadium. It was Man City that drew the first blood right there from Rodri, and Aston Villa equalized from Duran, and Foden's brilliant free kick has given restored Man City's lead in the first half. So it's halftime right there at the Emirates Stadium, at the Etihad Stadium. It's Man City 2, Aston Villa 1, and anything can still happen.
Yeah, anything can still happen in that game. We know what Aston Villa can also bring into this game. There's still the likes of the Abbey on the pitch. We know how dangerous they can be. We've not really seen much from up in the first half, but even the striker, even the midfielder, Douglas Luiz, we know how dangerous he can also be against some big teams. So I think Manchester City should not really believe that at 2-1 it's a done game.
Yeah, 2-1 is not really done yet.
Yeah, but another thing, when we consider the number of home win for Manchester City, we begin to wonder. No team has done that. We're going to 38 games home unbeaten for Manchester City.
Chelsea did 8.
Chelsea. Home win.
No,
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 but it's
not
not
straight
unbeaten,
win.
it's not
It's not.
unbeaten.
It's
Unbeaten,
unbeaten.
yeah, unbeaten. I'm saying.
Chelsea
Unbeaten.
did
Home win,
unbeaten.
unbeaten.
80 plus. Even Liverpool's
Even
home
Liverpool-
unbeaten
even
is
Liverpool
more
did
than
over
Man
it.
City.
What year is that for Chelsea?
Wow.
For
Liverpool
Chelsea,
did.
that was a span of I think 4
From
years or 5
from
years.
2004 down to around 2010.
2000 and yeah 2004 3-4 now
Yeah.
that Mourinho came.
Yes.
Yeah, so down to like 2010, home unbeaten all through. And so
That's a good one.
Man City is just trying to come.
But they've done well. Man City have also done well, getting 38, showing that you are turning your home ground into a fortress. Which
But I
is
think the 38 is in all competitions.
Yes.
No competition, yeah, no competition.
Chelsea is the Premier League. You know.
Just the Premier League.
Yeah. that's
Wow.
the Premier League.
That is a great result.
Yeah, so it's game on in that encounter. 78th minute. Arsenal still leading 2-0 in this one. Well, with lightning strike again at the Emirates Stadium. Well, maybe or maybe not. Only time will tell. You can see the Luton Town fans cheering their teams, saying that never say die. You can only fail if you stop trying right there. So, Raya plays that long one forward, and Nketiah gets an header to that one to find Gabriel Martinelli, who is just coming back from injury right there. And he still has now with possession, finds Nketiah, sets it for the run of Martinelli, who tries to run into the box, but he's still with the ball, being shaded by two players. And Martinelli, a short pass to Declan Rice has been intercepted by Doughty right there, who finds Ross Barkley, and it looks like Ross Barkley has really improved from the Ross Barkley we used to.
Yeah, I think he's as much as he's aging, then I think he's getting that improvement. And you have to look at the game times he has got at Luton Town. It has really been fantastic. He couldn't get that at Chelsea and at other clubs, but it's really good seeing playing and enjoying
regular
a lot of people have been also be of the opinion that he should be called back into the England national team, after having all the strong performances for Luton Town.
And Tomiyasu with a shot that looks like a back pass, and it's going to be a goal kick to Luton Town. He should be doing better from that position. It looks more like a back pass to me. He should have just tried at least accuracy before speed, and that would have been a better attempt. 80th minute right there, still 2-0, and Luton Town to restart play from a goal kick right there.
Yeah. And the other encounter, Brentford versus Brighton. The match is still goalless. 81 minutes, no goal in that encounter.
Yeah, we are in the latter days of the Premier League of this season, so it's the time where those below teams, the teams below the table, we start fighting for survival. So it's one time whereby you can least predict some games. Surprises abound in these stages of the league. So let's just see if they will spring up more surprises for us this season.
We're expecting more surprises in the encounter. Yeah, and let's quickly look at the Arsenal Luton Town statistics. What is happening in the? All right. 59 ball possession for Arsenal, 41 for Brentford. Whatever actually raising their possession level. 12 goal attempt for Arsenal and just 2 for Luton Town. Shot on goal, 3 for Arsenal and 1 for Luton Town. Then the corner kick, 2 corner kicks and 1 for just 3 corner kicks in the whole of 80 minutes in this encounter between Luton Town and Arsenal.
So it's goal kick to Luton Town at this point in time, 82nd minute of that encounter. When you look at it, it has been a game that Luton Town has been trying to come to the party this second half, but they've not really been able to create a clear-cut chance this second half. Kaminsky find that defender, and it's still a game that it looks more like if you present Luton Town with a chance, I think they'll get it.
They still won't score it.
They still won't say, yeah, they are just too. I'm not seeing that bite, that hunger that they want to win this game.
Yeah, it's like they don't have what it takes. Probably is the Arsenal style of play that is actually depriving them.
I think it's just the attitude, the body language of the player on the field of play. Maybe the atmosphere at the Emirates, maybe it has swallowed them up psychologically. But hey, Luton Town has not done badly at the Emirates Stadium. They've really played well and they've done a good job. So Arsenal too, we expectedly that they should be taking out 3 points at home against Luton Town, because if you want to say you want to fight for the league, you should be winning games like this, and that's just what they are doing right there. So it's Smith Rowe with the ball right there, finds Gabriel, who finds Declan Rice, and which a guy whereby Ateta won't stop playing him. He has to pay for the 100 million by force. So it's Luton Town has one possession.
Apart from he has to play for the 100 million, for what he has offered so far, that 100 million he actually deserves it.
It's not about deserving. The 100 million is just the asking amount. You said you want the services of our player, and West Ham said it's 100 million or nothing. So I think that's just the bargain that happened right there. So
but he has actually lived up to that 100 million.
You can't say he has lived up to 100 million in one season. What if he becomes a one-season wonder? Or is it not possible?
But so far, so good, he's doing well.
It's quite possible. So you can't say he has paid that 100 million. Players, that kind of amount, you have to be consistent for 3 to 5 seasons before we now say, okay, 100 million well spent. But for now, he's doing the job as is expected of him. So it's Ketia with the ball, and the referee says there was an infringement on him, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal.
Free kick to Arsenal in the 83rd minute. We just have 6 minutes left to the end of this encounter, and it's looking good for Arsenal right now. We're sitting top of the table, and we'll be waiting for Liverpool tomorrow to see if they can go back top again, though it's Sheffield United, and it's looking good for them. We just hope Arsenal fans will be hoping that Liverpool lost that tomorrow, and also hoping that Aston Villa draw against Manchester City.
And there's a substitution about to go on Emily Smith-Rowe.
Yeah, you can see the faithfuls. They're so much happy with his performance. Injury hasn't really let us see much of this talented midfielder. He's one of the best, one of the good midfielders for Arsenal, but due to injuries, worries, that's why we've not really seen much from Smith-Rowe. But it's good to see him having one of those rare starts for Arsenal, and he has really make good use of this advantage.
Yeah, he has really made very good use of that advantage, and you can see that assist for the second goal, and which has given Arsenal more time to rest, not under pressure, and they feel like, oh, if they take these 2-0 off like that, it's good. And we've seen them concede the 9-minute Wolves game, and it was a 9-minute rush whereby they had to put their hats in their mouth before they could take that game. So when you are up like 2-0, you can try to extend it to 3-0. Because that was what saved Chelsea against the same team. If it was 2-0, it would have been a murmuring day in the office.
And that is the goalkeeper of Luton Town with the ball, and Edward dishing out instruction to the players, hey, you got to take over the midfield and make use of it. But you can see the players of Arsenal just like 1-1 on every player, 1-1 marking everybody, and then now on the ball now is Arsenal attacking again against Luton, but he has been dispossessed of the ball, and it's Luton Town who have turned defense into attack and trying to go into the box of the Arsenal side and just going sweet passes, but just in the midfield, they've not been able to move with that. And it is a sweet move now from the left, one into the 18 box, and a cross there, but no one. Still in a dangerous position. A shot blocked there by Gabriel.
And that's a clearance from the Arsenal player. And I think there was an infringement there against Morris, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal at the 87th minute of that encounter. And look at it, the way Luton Town attacked down the left. Look at that run from Doughty, and look at that. He should have looked up before dishing in that cross. The follow-up shot from that Luton player was blocked by Gabriel, and that was a foul on Morrison, against Morrison on the Arsenal player. So it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal at the 88th minute of that encounter, sends that long one forward, and Doughty sends it forward again back to the Arsenal. But is now in contention, like possession, ball possession is in contention. And this is the chance for Arsenal to make it 3. Nketiah with the ball, plays it low.
Oh.
But that was a good stretch for Kamiski, who had to stretch out massively to save that one right there. And that was a good chance for Nketiah. The way he turned and he placed the ball back to the second pole. And that was good decision making from Nketiah. And that was a good stop from Kamiski. Declan Rice is about to take the corner kick, and is Arsenal with the corner kick at the 89th minute of that encounter. Clock is ticking, winding down really, really fast. It seems anytime from now, we'll be seeing the number of minutes, maybe 3 minutes, that the referee will add to this one. And that's the corner kick comes in, but was headed out by that Luton player. And it's still game on in that encounter. Arsenal with the ball, who returns it back to Ben White and straight to Jorginho. Jorginho finds Odegaard. Odegaard tries to run into the box, but his pass was blocked by that Luton Town player. And Luton trying to attack with the ball right there, see if they can cause Arsenal any trouble on the attacking side of the game right there. So it's Luton Town in the Arsenal half right now, trying to lay their stake on the pace of the game, trying to control and dictate the pace of the game right there at the Emirates Stadium towards the 9th minute of that encounter. And that Luton Town player crossed into the box, but was headed out by that Arsenal player. And I think, is that a goal kick or a corner?
That should be a goal kick to Arsenal.
Yeah, so that was an attempt of that Luton Town player, and it looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Oh, okay, goal kick to Arsenal right there. So you can see the first half has been a very, very better, a lot better performance from Arsenal than the second half. It looks more like they came in just to defend the second half against a side like Luton Town. And as far as I'm concerned, I think that's not really impressive enough.
Yeah, that's not. I expected more goals in the second half from Arsenal, but 2 goals they scored in the first half. Just like after getting it, they went to rest. The job done. But I think this time around they should be getting more goals, because goals can separate 2 contenders in this encounter. So I expected them to get more goals in this encounter. But victory first, then talk about goals.
Yeah, victory first, and you talk about goals right there. 4 minutes additional time. That's what there's going to be at the Emirates Stadium. And it's still Arsenal leading 2 goals to 0. First minute of additional time already. Approaching the second minute right there of additional time in that encounter. So what will it be? Will it be Luton Town coming back into this game, surprising all of us, or will Arsenal take it all through? The gaffer, you would have lost your bet right now. You said Luton Town was going to get a goal. They are here to get one.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like
the match is not over yet.
The match is not over yet until it is over. Yeah, it will soon be over. And you know that you are owing us one, because your bet didn't come to play. Because I told you, based on what I saw, that Luton Town is not getting a goal in this game. And I don't see
I told you to bet on something.
We can't just be exchanging cash on set. That's not really the best. So, we could have gone undercover, but we were on set. So that doesn't change the fact that you are still holding right there. The camera is on Emily Smith. Who
should be the man of the match.
He did a very good job on the field of play right there. And from him straight to the guy that has been responsible, he sat on the bench for a long time. Odegaard right there. So Declan Rice finds Saliba, who returns it to David Raya, who plays a long one forward. Luton Town now in 18th position, 3 points off Nottingham Forest. It seems they are gradually looking like all three teams
it's looking like all three teams who came to the Premier League from the Championship are returning back to the Championship. And same way it's looking like all three teams who went to the Championship from the EPL might be finding themselves back in the EPL.
So it looks like it. Football doesn't cease to surprise us. Wonders truly shall never end right there. So it's thrown into Luton Town, and is Luton Town just dominating play, and Arsenal just sitting back and trying to absorb pressure, knowing that if they concede one goal, it can spell doom for them. And they also have one goal that they have to cover up in the, they failed to score at the Emirates, at the Etihad Stadium, and Liverpool won their game. So that's -1 in their goal advantage against Liverpool right there. So 2-0 cushion is a good one, but I still think Liverpool most likely will trash United.
It's a game of football, you can't really predict ahead of what will happen in that game also.
Yeah, anything can happen, and that's Luton Town trying to set which might be the last attack of the game. Ross Barkley sends that cross into the box, but was well headed out by the Arsenal player right there. Odegaard marking, everybody marking for Arsenal right
that's
there.
That's a penalty.
And that's not a penalty, that's body checking right there. And that cross comes into the box. The header went way off target, and it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. And I think anytime from now, we will be seeing the final whistle from the referee today. It's a game that Arsenal most likely has taken 2 goals to 0 on that one. And I don't think anything can happen again at the end.
No, I don't really expect anything to happen again. The game is done and dusted.
And that's the final whistle.
So that's the final whistle.
Final whistle. Well, congratulations to Arsenal. And the match between Manchester City and Arsenal is still going on. So your final take?
A great game of football from Arsenal. They did what they needed to do. Defeat of Luton Town. And it's just meaning 7 finals, and you just expect, you just hope, or you pray that your challengers, as Manchester City and Liverpool, find a way to just lose 1-2 games so you can have advantage. You go back to the summit of the table, waiting a day before Liverpool plays Sheffield United. So tomorrow determines if Arsenal are really going to be the table toppers.
Right.
So I think congratulations to Arsenal. They won again. They are expected to win, and let's see if they can actually fight till the end, even if they don't get that Premier League.
All right. I think that's how far we can take for today. Don't forget to join us tomorrow as we come again with the match between Liverpool versus Sheffield United, and 8:15 the match between Manchester United versus Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea is going to be a classic one tomorrow. So don't forget to join us. For now, it's bye from us.